back in the bloody treehouse. I've just done a 29-minute video full of shit that I'm going to have to edit together because it took me a while to get into the flow. I was talking about YouTube and how it mentally fucks with your mind. What I'm going to talk about now is physical changes that happen to me, or that have happened to me, or that might not have. I might just be taking what I've heard and going, ooh, that happened to me, but I don't know. First thing, I don't know what colour my eyes look today. Hey! But I used to be known as icky blue eyes when I was a baby. Always blue eyes, and they're not blue anymore. They look a bit there, but they've been green for quite a while. Lots of changes in my eyes. And when I watched my video back the other day, I was like, ugh, I didn't recognise my face. And this is what I related to T. Taylor about. Physical changes. It's like I don't have many mirrors in my house at all. I've just got one little one that I put my makeup on with. It's seriously that big. And I see my reflection in the patio doors outside, and there's a little one in the bathroom like that, but I don't look in the mirror for long. And I feel like my face has changed. I've always had bent, crookedy teeth and a weird mouth, but it's like almost like I've had a stroke. I'm looking at myself like this. What? The whole side of my face looks different to how it used to. And I was thinking, is it the camera? Because I've got it, so I can see myself. Is that what it is? If I flick the camera around, will I look normal? And I think it's not going to change the shape of my face. My face has changed. My eyes have changed. And then I've looked at this Morgellons, I think it's called. I'm itching now as I'm bloody talking about it, because about 18 months ago, have I got any more? I don't know. I show my hairy legs at the minute, but I had what I thought was eczema. I've always felt a bit itchy and sensitive to things, but not too bad. I had asthma as a kid, but I stopped taking my inhalers, started smoking cigarettes, and it went. How does that happen? My shins were so itchy, and itchy shins, I used to associate it with anxiety. But anyway, once I'd gone wild scratching my shins and I looked, there would always be like circles. I was like, shit, is this ringworm? Because I remember when I was a kid having something similar, and I never went to the doctors about it, I don't think. It was just one of those things that was like, what's this weird circle thing on my body, wherever it was at that time. So anyway, and then I don't know if can you still see the scars here? Try and move that. You can't, can you? Oh, a little bit dry, flaky, a little bit. Oh, my hands are disgusting. And all over there. Anyway, it was horrendous. It's disappeared now. It disappeared about 6 months ago, and I was using a bit of eczema cream, but nothing massive. I just thought it was anxiety related, and once I stopped feeling as anxious, I stopped scratching and they went. But yeah, I'm going to look into this again, because I was itching so bad, and what were appearing were, shapes, weird shapes. I thought I'd got ringworm, they've gone now. Anybody else said anything like that? Or is it just eczema? Again, this is what I mean. You read something, you go, oh, I've got Morgellons. It's part of the crystalline process. And I'm not mocking that, because I don't know, and it potentially is. It sounds nice to me. But, bodily changes. What else? I don't sleep at night. I'm not eating. I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I can sit in the sun and that can give me what I need. And that reminds me that I watched this thing about a year ago on Facebook. I don't use Facebook at all anymore, thank God, because that is a net amongst itself, same as YouTube, but worse, because people are trying to be too perfect. And because of family connections and friend connections, you're never going to get Anyway, it's horrible. I don't use Facebook, but I did about a year ago, and I saw this thing, and I remember taking the piss out of it, and it was a family saying how they don't eat, they just survive off the universe's energy. And I remember thinking, you nutters, you know, like poor kids. I think they said they had a bowl of soup a night or something like that, and now that's me. So it makes you realise, you know, not to judge, not to take the piss, not to be an ignorant bitch, and not listen to people's experience and just mock. I've done that my whole life, piss taking. Again, not to people's faces, because I was too nice, too much of a people pleaser, but behind the backs I was a bit of a nasty cow sometimes, but always tried to do it with humour. And it's funny how these videos turn into like confession, don't they? Maybe this is what I've been needing to do, just get all my shit out there. Yeah. Another thing that I've been thinking about a lot is people that have died around me. Not died around me, but people that I know that have committed suicide. Not family, friends, or school friends, or acquaintances, or and when I was at school, 4 kids at school died from my year within 6 months. It was crazy. You know, nasty things, run over by a train, car accident, motorbike accident, things like that. And then, like I said, in the last few years, a couple of suicides, and I think about them a lot, because I feel like with the 2 suicides, I felt like I could have helped in some way. I know this is shit as well. Maybe this is confession. This is confession. But one guy who's an old manager at one of the old workplaces I used to be, just the best guy in the world, and he got caught up with the wrong woman, and I was caught up in my own shit, and I didn't realise what he was going through, and he tried to reach out to me a few times, and I wasn't allowed to get back in touch with him because of work rules, and I wanted to, but I didn't. I allowed the rule to be imposed, and then I heard that he'd ended his life, and yeah, it really affected me. And then just November last year, another young boy that I used to go out with, I won't say go out with, I was only 10, 11 in school, but just a real nice, soft guy, and he committed. I saw him in the supermarket down the road, first time I'd seen him in 15, 16 years, and we stopped and we had a little conversation in the supermarket, and I felt like he was trying to connect with me with his eyes. I don't know, I felt like he was trying to, I don't know, I felt like there was more I should have said, but I was so anxious and freaked out to see him that I trotted off. And then I think about 2 weeks later, he went in front of a train as well. You see, yeah, it's funny because I'm thinking about these things, you know, as if they personally matter to me, because they do matter to me, because they were my experiences. But the people that had died, their families, their partners, their whoa, what are those things? Is it dry shampoo off my hair? Anyway, these are just things that make me feel bad. I know I'm not responsible for anyone else's decisions and choices, and I'm just becoming aware of that now. But these are things that play on my mind because I felt a higher dimensional feeling when I was connecting with these two people prior to the deaths. Anyway, this song. This is helping a lot of people, I think. It isn't in my place. Stop it, it's putting me off.